I'm Tom Layson, and this is a Northwest Now Digital Extra. About a year ago, I did a Northwest Now program about the measles outbreak here in Washington State. Remember when that was a big deal? Well, now with the coronavirus pandemic plaguing us, it's interesting to go back and watch that measles program because, again, even while thousands die, the anti-vax crowd is back out on social media spreading their dangerous misinformation. Here's a piece of that conversation from last year's program that we'll need to remember once a new vaccination campaign starts against the coronavirus. You talk to your grandparents about this, or if you could go back in time and talk to your great-grandparents about this, they would have some stories to tell about whooping cough and pertussis and measles and, the panoply of other dread diseases back in the day. It's the success of these vaccines that's actually hurting them, isn't it?
Paradoxically, yes. If we look at measles, say circa 1915, about 6,000 Americans died per year from measles. Then the rate came down to about 500 deaths a year and, of course, hundreds of thousands of cases. Now we're down to 0 per year deaths in the U.S. currently because of vaccines. But people aren't afraid of it. They don't respect it and fear it like they used to. I am certain of nothing as much as I am of the benefit of vaccines. There are controversies in medicine. I could bring up a lot of things that we're very ignorant about. Vaccines, it's night and day. Polio, when was the last case you heard of polio in the U.S.? It was many decades ago. Smallpox has been eradicated from the planet. Used to kill tens of thousands of people around the world every year. And I could go disease by disease with that huge reduction. And it's not just a subtle drop. It's from hundreds of thousands of deaths to 0. And it drives me a little nuts that there's a common sort of growing assumption that doctors who've taken care of sick people all their career and went to medical school know less about vaccines than somebody who read an essay or heard an anecdote from a relative.
Yeah.
So again, I don't think there's malice here, but it's nonsensical that someone with tremendously less knowledge knows more than those with more.
If you want to see my whole discussion with Dr. Sanford, go to the Northwest Now tab at kbtc.org and choose the 2019 archive page. That's where you'll find the program from April of last year. Northwest Now airs Friday nights at 7:30 right here on KBTC, and be sure to look for more digital stories by following us on Facebook and Twitter at Northwest Now.